Child protection services usually should seek what's best for the child, but not so in Norway. I'm here now with Amy and with Kevin from Norway. Amy's actually an American citizen. Kevin, you are from Norway. And you have your own story with the child protection services. They're called Barnevernet in Norway. There is already a video on YouTube. And there are some bits and pieces already in the internet. The first question is, what brought you to Norway? What connections do you have there?
My father's family is from Norway. He's from Norway. So we moved to Norway to get closer to that part of the family. And we've stayed here since.
And in Norway, you got to meet Kevin, and you had a baby boy called Tyler. And Tyler was taken by Barnevernet. What was the reason? What did happen?
They were concerned because he was primarily breastfed, and he was 19 months old and he weighed 9.6 kilos when they meant that he should be weighing about 10 kilos. So that's about 400-gram difference. When they showed concern, but they took him pretty much immediately before we had a chance to get help from them. They never offered any help to our family to keep the family together. They just wanted to separate it. Also, because I'm American, I'm guessing that is the primary reason why they were so aggressive in taking him immediately away from hhis family, because they were afraid I would take him to America.
It stands in the court system, in the court papers. It stands that one of the main reasons why they want to have custody over him is because if he was to return to us, we had the possibility to take him to United States of America. They don't want that because they don't have control over him then. That's the reason why. One of the reasons.
So that happened in 2013 when they took him?
Yes.
How many times have you seen him after that?
In the beginning, I was able to see him once a week for 2 hours. And then after about 2 weeks, they said no, only every other week, because after the meetings, he would go in the foster home and, try to be by himself just to cry. And they pretty much just blamed me for that he had such a strong emotional connection to his own mother that the best thing for the child in their eyes is to separate them so that he loses all connections and feelings for his family. And after that, the court decided that 2 to 3 times a year, I believe, would be the visitation rights. And then, I guess they got stricter, so they decided that we would have no visitation rights until he's of legal age, which is, in
18 years.
ago,
Yeah. So, and when you were allowed to see him, where did these meetings take place?
The meetings, they were always, since day one, at a police station between 2 locked doors in Kristiansand with, security, and you can't get out of those rooms. And even that wasn't good enough. They didn't feel that was safe enough to make sure that I wouldn't take him from the meetings or find out where he was and take him back to our home country.
And then they took the parental rights away from you? When did this happen?
They finalized taking the parental rights and visitation rights in December. We tried to take it to the highest court level, but they denied it. I'm thinking that was in March. So, but I haven't seen him. They haven't, allowed me to visit him or see him at all since almost 2 years ago. In September, it'll be 2 years. And, I also at least wanted him to have a picture of his own mother, but they denied it. They won't let him have any, pictures of his family, of his real family, which I think is just cruelty to children.
And you also mentioned to me earlier that they changed the name into a Norwegian name.
His name is Tyler, and I guess they were feeling that, no one's or not too many people are named Tyler here. So they're going to change it to a Norwegian name to make him, officially Norwegian. So pretty much he just forgets all his American heritage, and that's inhumane.
And what steps were you able to do now to get your child back? I mean, you haven't gotten him back, otherwise you would not sit here. But what steps did you do?
We pretty much tried to get it through court, through every system, and we got it up to the next highest level, lagmannsretten. and they denied giving us any visitation or parental rights. We tried the highest, and they just denied the case immediately. So now we have to wait 1 year from March, this year, March 2016, to get it to the court system again. But it's such a long process that he'll be 18 before we get anywhere. So it's kind of, it works against yourself.
So question for you now, Kevin, since you're a Norwegian citizen, doesn't this help you any to get the child back because you're Norwegian?
No, it doesn't, because they say that when we were when they took him from us, I took him from the hospital, and I wanted to have a last moment with him, because I knew that they were gonna take him forever, because I just felt it. And their concern is that I will take him to America, because so they can't have control over him. So then I can't meet him, I can't see him or know his real name or know anything about him. So they try to hide him from me, because they're afraid of not having the control over him.
Yeah. So if there was one thing that you would like to say to the American community who is probably not aware of this case, that this has happened to one of their citizens, what would you like to say?
I just hope and pray that, the American citizens will be able to support me. And I think together we can make a difference. I know we can, but, we have to pull together and stand up for our own rights, and that's regarding all Americans all over the globe. That we have to stand up for each other and make sure that, the human rights are taken care of and not ignored and, scattered all over the place. So.
Yeah, thank you very much, Amy and Kevin, and we'll hope that you'll get your child back as quickly as possible.